No, sometimes it works. Mm. Is it better? Shalom, shalom. How was everybody's Shabbat? Today I was like convinced. I was taking my medicine for the past 2 days. I'm thinking, cough is gone. Doctor is right. You know? Cough's still here. And I'm not, I haven't been swimming. But I better get my voice back. This girl needs to be doing commercials that have a good voice. All right, so I started thinking about what I talked about yesterday, about the weirdo I saw in the park who then proceeded to sort of follow me. And I realized, I told a few people, so it's out there. We should just keep it in the community, you guys. If you watch this and you know our park, like, we just have to make sure these weirdos, that was like a one-time situation. That just can't happen with all the children in the park, and it's so crazy where it happened. I don't know if anybody realizes, like, how public that area was, that man just completely pulled his pants down in front of me and, like, went at it. Like, I was a little bit traumatized and in shock, and then I, like, went, back to my place, and this morning I woke up and I was thinking, did that really happen? That, like, I looked up and a man just went, and then I mean, it was, imagine if you were alone on a pathway in the park, and we have, like, these paths that, like, you're just alone sometimes. That's the beauty of Tel Aviv. You can find, like, a quiet space, but, like, what the hell? Okay. How's everybody? Oh, I forgot to check. I thought I might have gotten a Medusa sting, which means that's good if I don't feel it. I'm still doing my shallow water exercises against the current, and I got pulled in a current today, and I wasn't paying attention. It was crazy. It just was like, whoo, and then just the next thing you know, you were like, God, I mean, I'm a swimmer. I'm like, I learned in the current. Everyone thought I was crazy, and then they realized, someone's like, no, she actually likes swimming in the current, against the current. It's like having a wave pool. No Medusa. No jellyfish. Okay. All right. 2 topics. This can't go on long. I need to hold my voice for something. So number 1 is masks. Okay. So mask situation in Israel is different than the mask situation in America. So friends, if you're commenting back and forth, there's many of us talking about it. So in America, it's very political. It's like conservative, no mask. And Democrats, a mask. So here in Israel, it's just no masks. I think people, you see elderly, you see people that care about their elderly parents and want to continue being around their parents. I can't really figure out the mask thing. I'm one of the only people at the beach wearing a mask, and I know it's a regulation. So if it's not a regulation in America, it's sort of, it's the advice to be put out there, but it's not a regulation. And then it's being told, if you do this, you can control whatever it is by 70%. Well, it's extremely political in America. Really, really, like crazy. To the point, like, what the hell's with the mayor in Oregon that said only white people should wear a mask, but black people shouldn't because they'll be profiled if they're wearing masks? Where has the world gone to? Like, where is the equality? Where is the sensibility, people? Like, I just, every day that I see these posts, I think, I know I'm not good in the metrics. I know I'm not good with percentages. Like, and I know that I missed those classes. Like, telling time on a clock was always like with me because I was absent that day. But like, were there that many people that were absent on the day that they taught about bringing down monuments or being violent or looting or stealing or punching people in the face or just spitting and disrespecting police officers, shooting them in the head or stabbing them? Like, when did like criminals become martyrs and heroes become considered murderers and criminals? And it's just so crazy. So I don't really understand what's going on. So let's get back to masks. Okay, masks. So I wear a mask because, again, I inhaled in 3 messed up bacteria. Something good lungs would have never let in. I'm a swimmer in the sea. My lungs, my doctor always tells me how pretty my sinuses are. Like, how did that happen? My lungs, right? So I'm a mask wearer. I'm a mask wearer for me, and I'm a mask wearer for you, okay? Because God knows what I'm carrying at this point, right? But I've also been sick, and I've quarantined, and I've worn masks way before this whole corona thing broke out. Like, it's a preventative measure. So it's a regulation now in Israel. But what the issue is now is, like, a friend of mine got a ticket, and the cop's mask was out of his nose. Like, why? And I kept talking about this the other day, and I'm like, are those cops writing tickets to people without masks? And their nose is they're not wearing the mask properly. And when they give tickets for people not wearing a mask, do they give them a mask to wear? Like, you don't just let them walk away without a mask. Now the police needs to say, now wear this mask, right? If this is going to be an enforced regulation. Instead, it's so hypocritical and ridiculous because they have children wearing masks, right? But the parents never bothered to tell the children, when you're close to somebody, bring the mask up. So they're walking around like it's this cool thing now with a mask on your neck. And they're right in your face. So they just don't know, I assume. Didn't someone teach them about the 2 meters? I'm walking on the street. I'm dodging people left and right. I don't want you to be near my face. That's why I'm wearing a mask. But I'm just wondering, I'm wearing a mask. Why are you glaring at me? Why are you staring at me? Why are you laughing at me? Why are you pointing at me? It's bad enough that I have to go onto a damn beach with a mask on, but I'm doing it because it's a regulation and we've been asked to do it. So I'm a sheep. I also know that a lot of friends of mine that are not wearing masks, that are not social distancing, have COVID-19. So, I mean, they could also have the flu or a cold. You could just get sick because people are hanging on each other. But it just is at this moment, I don't think anyone's taking you right. It's a damn pandemic. We have to do something to control the spread, right? So, I find it weird. I saw 4 people today walk by me with the Synovia mask on. Out of the 4, 1 was wearing it properly. I think those are $70 masks. Give me your mask. I will freaking wear your $70 mask. So you bought this $70 mask, but you're not wearing it properly, and you're not wearing it in public. And it's a regulation, and you just bought a $70 mask. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Hi, Bri. How are you? How's it going where you are? What's going on? What part are you in? And now you're in masks, but they just closed down the bars, which is a good idea. You know what? We have a spread now in Tel Aviv, and it's just crazy. Every time I go on Facebook, someone else I know has COVID-19. Like, I think this is it the second wave, what they're calling it? Or they say it's like a tsunami. It's just like a long, big wave. But I know we had nothing. And our mortality rate, we have to keep this mortality rate. Now everyone's got this mortality, got us all on that one because we want to get away from the numbers. But boy, Florida. Ooh. So can you tell me which coast that is? I'm not a big Florida person. Left, right, south, east, or west? You're not by Miami. No, St. Petersburg is somewhere else. Tell me, Bri. So the other thing that I want to bring up and talk about, by the way, if you're hearing this and you have a comment or whatever, please chime in. But this hit me hard today when I was just, CNN, every time they come on, they're like, this is CNN, where President Trump cares more about statues than he does the citizens of America and the spread of COVID-19. You're like, this is every day on CNN, West Coast. Oh, like near the Gulf. That's better, right? What's the deal with happened in Tampa, Brian? There was the attack on the CVS, and also the police. Is Tampa okay? Is it iffy? You guys in Florida, y'all making me nervous. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking about. President Trump, I want everyone to understand, when we write POTUS, that means President of the United States of America. A President of the United States of America. I'm going to get back to it, Brian. So just think about that. He's the President of the United States of America. People are pulling down statues of former presidents. He's the President of the United States. If there's one thing the man has to do on public property, government property, is to protect monuments and statues of former presidents. So CNN really needs to get their act together, because what are you proving? He is the president. He must do something. These are domestic terrorists, total anarchy, trying to break at the spirit of America at the base of the country, trying to erase the history and recreate into some just crazy madness going on. Of course he needs to protect the monuments and statues. And it's not about I'm not a big statue person, but they're the presidents of the United States, the former presidents. Of course he needs to do something about it. And any person in the government that is against him protecting things on government property and public property, monuments, statues, anything, anyone in the government who's against that really has anti-American sentiment. Big time anti-American sentiment. I mean, really, everybody, you have to start thinking about people that would take down President Washington, Lincoln. It's just crazy. I know now they're angry about Woodrow Wilson, saying he's a terrible person, but he was a president. That is what the monument is up for, is his presidency. I really, it's such a disturbing topic. Now, Brian, I'm coming back to read what you said. It's insane here. All our lock. Oh. But wait, Nati, I'm thinking about you. Is the studio open? Wait, Brian, but you're West Coast, North or South? I thought it was all on the East Coast. Hi, Olin, Maya Naneem. Oh my God, everybody. Just tell me what's going on. Nati, what's going on? Nati, please be careful in the studio. I just, more like social people are just getting COVID. It's so weird. I heard about my friends in America, but not here. But it's starting. It's not starting. It's here. It's traveling. It's making its rounds. We have to keep it away from my lungs. Anyway, so that's my thing about masks. It's for someone who's wearing one, I have to tell you, this is just, it's getting hotter. It's hard for me to breathe. I cough all the time. I can't say wearing a mask is easy for me. So all you people complaining about it, like, I've been doing it for months. Can you just do more than just the regulation? Because I really just would like to be able to walk outside and not have to jump like off sidewalks and into roads, which I'm doing now because people don't have the decency, if they're not wearing a mask, to avoid me. And even if you are wearing a mask, let's not just but I notice maskers, we don't get close to each other. If we're wearing the mask properly, we're just like in two different worlds. So I got to bring back the watermelon. Deb, it's time for the watermelon. Got to get some social distancing. Watermelon is very good. It's a good measurement tool. It's better than a meter. It's a watermelon. All right. I think I'm good tonight. I think I've done my duties and I have a little voice. So I am just saying Laila Tov, everybody. I was going to say that. No. I was going to say Chalamot Paz. Do you know what's weird? In Hebrew, you say Chalamot Paz. And Chalamot Paz is golden dream. Now, you say that to an American and we think of one thing. So it's always so tricky. But think about like Chalamot Paz. I always think because Paz seems like a pretty word. But it's like I think of like sparkles. So that's good that you'll have like a sparkly, sort of like my dancing on Instagram video. That was something new and interesting for me. My window series. All right, everybody. I'm off like a horse, right? Like off like a racehorse. Isn't that what we say? Laila Tov. Good night from Tel Aviv. Have a great week. Spark joy. Be kind. Reach out to me on private message, please. Somebody. Hello out there. Oh, hi to Ronan. I missed my coffee, Nati.